it seems like there's a lot of people out there that if you asked them, should I get an air gun or should I get a 22 long rifle? They would tell you, heck, skip that air gun, save your money, get a 22 long rifle. They cost less and they're just as good. I see that kind of stuff in the comments all the time. And so that's what made me think, man, I need to put this video out, because I think that perhaps those people who are saying that or of that opinion just maybe aren't looking at the whole picture. So today we're going to compare an air gun versus a 22 long rifle in 3 different categories. We've got price, we've got accuracy, and we've got power. So first up, we've got price. We're going to be looking at a Karma SLS compact in 22 caliber and a Bear Creek Arsenal model 201. It's basically same thing as a Ruger 1022. We're going to check out what it costs for each one of these setups. And I know that a lot of people think at first, man, that 22 long rifle it's got to be cheaper, right? So let's go break it down and see how this actually adds up. All right, so first up, we've got the Karma SLS. This is a semi-automatic air gun with a fully shrouded barrel, so it's nice and quiet, and you can get this guy shipped direct to your door for only about $1,350. Now this guy right here is the Bear Creek Arsenal Model 201, and it's only about $400 once you get it sent out through your FFL, which sounds like a whole lot less than $1,300. But we have to add a can onto this guy if we want to make it quiet like that SLS. So if we do that, we're going to be spending about $550 on the can, and then another couple $100 on the tax stamp, and then you've got your transfer for the can on top of that. So add all of that up, and you're getting pretty close to what it would cost you to just get this Karma SLS sent straight out and not have any of the headaches or waiting periods that you have with trying to get a suppressed firearm. So cost-wise, really, it almost all comes out in the wash, guys. So now we know that really if you want to have a quiet 22, you're going to spend just about the same amount or maybe even more, because you can get a non-semi-automatic air gun that's very quiet for really way less than even $500. So I think that in the price category, if you're going for quiet, air guns are definitely going to be the winner. Next up, let's take a look at how these guys can do for accuracy with some 100-yard shooting. We've got Airgun groups, we've got Rimfire group. I'd say we've got just about a tie here, guys, and I'm pretty happy. I mean, that Karma definitely can shoot just as good as your average 22 Rimfire. So check it out. We did actually 6 shots right here with the JSB Hades. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots over there with the AA 22 grainers or 21 grain. And then up here we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots right there like that with the Bear Creek Arsenal 22 Rimfire. So guys, accuracy, you got semi-auto with both, you got quiet with both, and with the air gun, you've got certain advantages. Of course, with the Rimfire, you've got certain advantages. One cool thing about that SLS is that you can run it either semi-auto or with the side lever. So if you want to go like ultra silent mode, And you just eliminate all that noise of the action. You just put a nice big old can on there and run it in the side lever mode, and then you don't have any of the noise of the semi-auto action going on. The thing is like just doop, like mouse fart quiet, right? So I think you can actually probably get a little bit quieter with the SLS than the Rimfire, which if ultimate quietness is your goal, then there you go. All right, guys, well, I think that accuracy demo was honestly pretty accurate, because most semi-automatic air guns are going to be on par with just about most semi-automatic 22 long rifles. Next up, let's see who comes out on top for power. So we're going to be using some of these exploding Airgun West hollow point pellets up next to the CCI subsonic hollow points. Let's see which one does more damage. Wow, from this end, it doesn't look like it really did that much. Got 883 on that one right there, 883. Gonna go hot this time. Nice. Hit a little bit high from where I was aiming, but all of it still stayed in the block, and that is a pretty decent crater on the front of it. I'm excited to see what that thing looks like on the inside. Wow, that initial impact from the exploding pellet definitely left a crater. Let's cut these blocks open to see what the damage looks like on the inside. So here we're looking at the block we shot with the 22 long rifle, and you can see we had about 6.5 inches of penetration into the clay. This other measurement shows the cavitation inside of the clay came out to about 3 inches of total spread. Not bad. Now we're looking here at the 22 round itself, and you can see that it just spread out into a nice little mushroom shape for us. Next up, let's check out what happened with the exploding pellet. All right, so it looks like we got pretty close to the same amount, maybe even a little bit more penetration out of that exploding pellet, but slightly less expansion, only 2.5 inches or so there at the opening. The crazy thing about it is that, look at this, it leaves a noodle as it goes down through the clay, because the pellet hollows out an opening from the expansion of that explosion. That is impressive. I've never seen another pellet do that before. I definitely had a lot of fun making this video for you guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching this, and those exploding pellets are for sure no joke. Look at that thing. It is still going, still smoking. All right, guys, well, that was pretty fun. I think that there's no clear winner, but, definitely the Airgun held its own, and I think that's cool to see. It was just as accurate and we saw that they were both about the same in accuracy, and I'd say that that's about standard for what you're going to get out of 22 long rifle and out of a semi-auto air gun, 22 caliber at 100 yards. You could maybe do a little better, a little worse, in either option, but I think that both of them held up and represented themselves well. And then lastly, we compared them in power, and definitely when you throw those exploding pellets into the air gun, I think I'd almost rather get hit with a 22 long rifle. I mean, I wouldn't like to get hit with neither of them, but I mean, as far as the damage we saw in that clay, man, the stinking air gun was impressive, right? So guys, if you like this video and you want to hang out some more, check out one of the other couple of videos I've got up on screen for you right now. This one right up here is the long version of that power comparison we did with the 22 long rifle and the air gun. So if you want to see more of that power testing, more details on that, check this one out. And until next time, shoot straight, stay free. I love you guys.